Now that I have updated my program's mission statement, I can begin working on the other standing requirements. I can move to the Department Program Goals section or the Student Learning Objectives and Outcomes section. For now, I'm going to work on the Student Learning Objectives and Outcomes section. I will select that section, and then just like I did with the mission statement, I'm required to check it out before I do any editing. We are given the option of selecting an existing set or creating a new outcome set. As we've not worked in Taskstream before, we don't have anything to select, so we will always go with Create New Outcome Set. Now, because we're looking at student learning outcomes, I'm going to change this title to say Program Title Student Learning Outcome Set. So, for example, if you were in the Liberal Arts program, you would write Liberal Arts Program Student Learning Outcome Set. We're going to check this button here that says Outcomes and Other Sets can be mapped here. We will click Continue. Now we can see here's the set of student learning outcomes that we will have for this program. Once I have established this is the name, I'm going to create a new learning objective. I create a new learning objective by checking on this box entitled Create New Learning Objective. The one that I'm going to look at now is Install Wiring Systems. Once I hit Continue, I can see this as a learning objective underneath the Program Student Learning Outcome set. In order to create a new outcome, I will click Create a New Outcome, and I will put in the more specific details associated with this program goal. When I select Continue, it will prompt me to add mapping or go back to the main page. All of the student learning goals that we've outlined for our programs should be mapped to an institutional student learning outcome. When I select Add Mapping, I will be asked what type of set I want to be linking this to. I will be selecting Goal Sets Distributed to My Program, and then I click Go. This shows me the two different sets of goals that have been assigned to me. The institutional goals from the strategic plan, the ones that we looked at in the scorecard process, or the 4 institutional student learning outcomes. As I'm working in the student learning outcomes section right now, I will be linking to an institutional SLO. When I hit Continue, it brings me to a list of those SLOs and their definitions. Installing wiring systems fits into professional competence, and so I will check that box. But if it fit into other areas as well, I could check those and have as many linked as I want. For now, I'm going to stay with just this one SLO. I will go to either the top or the bottom and check Continue, and then I can see here's the program learning objective, a broad statement, install wiring systems. Here's the outcome, install wiring systems and equipment in buildings, and then here is the institutional SLO that it is mapped to. If I would like to map to the strategic planning goals as well, I would click Map, Create New Mapping. I would go to Goal Sets Distributed to My Program. When I hit Go, I'm going to select Institutional Goals, and now it shows me all of the strategic planning goals that we've outlined. For this particular goal, I'm going to link this to increasing overall academic and professional preparedness and maintaining and improving program quality. When I select Continue, it will now show me here's the outcome that I've established, here are the institutional goals that it's linked with, and here are the institutional student learning outcomes. This mapping feature allows us to completely do away with the institutional scorecard. If I wanted to create another learning objective in addition to installing wiring systems, I would select Create New Learning Objective. For this one, I will put in motor control circuits. I will click Continue, and then I will add a new outcome within motor control circuits that is the more descriptive definition. Check Continue. I will add mapping. I'm going to go back to the goal sets distributed to my program. I'm going to select institutional student learning outcomes. It shows me up here, in case I forgot, what goal it is that I'm working on. So this gets at professional competence as well, and also critical thinking. I will check Continue, and now I can see here's the new program outcome that I have listed, install motor control circuits, and these are the institutional SLOs that it is aligned to. That is how you add program learning objectives and outcomes.